What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Why You Should Love with me, TheLonesomeRavidor. Today I'm coming to you with a special episode. I'm telling you why you should love... wait, what? I'm telling you why you should love Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. Let's get this thing started. Now, number one, the very first reason is into why you should love is due to the fact that the heavy involvement of the actor and / director Andy Serkis in this game. Andy Serkis, as you may know him, he does the voice of Gollum and acting of Gollum as well in the film. He does the acting of Caesar from what's it called? Rise of the Planet of the Apes? Was it Rise of the Planet of the Apes? I think we'll call it Rise of the Planet of the Apes for now. Yeah, he was in The Prestige as... I have forgotten his character's name. I love that film as well. Damn, I don't know. Anyway, you kind of get the gist. He's in a lot of stuff. But he's also, importantly enough, he directed a lot of scenes within Lord of the Rings. He's the main voice of the main character, Monkey, in the game. And he also helped co-direct some of the scenes as well. It's a strong reason to kind of like feel quite connected with the game and feel like you should enjoy it, because it is honestly quite a fun game. It's quite nice to see Andy Serkis in it anyway. Let's move on to our second point. Interestingly enough, Alex Garland, the writer of the story 28 Days Later, and also the writer of the screenplay in Dread, he co-wrote the story of this game, which is quite a cool thing. Although the storyline of the game itself does have some kind of loops and stuff, you can understand that it did come from a very creative mind, and it's actually quite cool, and that's the basis on which it was developed. The story of the game itself was kind of developed with the, inspired by the ideas of a Chinese folktale, which is quite cool. So it's quite interesting how the game kind of developed since that. So it's, kind of a little nifty thing. Anyhow, let's move on to point 3. Sounds really strange, but the main third reason I would say that you should like this game is strange, but you are given a very strange ball, a very long ball. Wait a second, I'm talking a pole? Much like other game. No, unfortunately, that comes for a different day. Now, within this, you are given this like indestructible kind of somewhat pole, in which Monkey himself bashes through these mechs, which they call them mechs, but the machines in which they've taken over the world. If you play the game and understand the storyline, I don't fully understand it myself, but I mean, if you play it, you'll kind of grasp it. Anyhow, Monkey fights his way through with this awesome kind of pole, which can also be a shooter as well, which is quite a cool little badass kind of toy, and it's quite fun to play with and stuff. And the combat, another thing, kind of links with the pole thing. That's kind of where I was going to lead on to. I did that kind of awfully. I apologise. The combat itself is awesome, to be fair, because you sort of swish and swash your way through mechs and stuff. And you feel like you feel kind of really like you're getting into it and stuff. You feel like you're really kind of like destroying robots yourself. It's quite cool. Anyhow, let's move on to our fourth point. To start my fourth point, I'm going to say the line size does matter in this game, especially alone does. In this game, you are certainly not always the well-equipped person. You're always the rather big guy, and you're normally on level to some of the monsters, but some of them are excessively big, chasing you down. And you get these big robotic creatures in which chase you down, and they go after you. And obviously, they're very dangerous and stuff. And later on, you get bigger ones and even bigger ones, and you're in the big ones. Like, oh my god, so many big robots! Ah! And it's pretty awesome. So it does get pretty fun in the end and stuff. And there's plenty of big robots which you can fight against us if you feel that you're like really beating everyone up. Yeah. Anyhow, let's move on to my fifth and final point. This is a nice little nifty fact for you. The voice actor of the character Trip, I can't pronounce this very well. I'll try. Hold on, if I offend anyone, I apologise. Tripitaka. She is voiced, oddly enough, by the actress Lindsay Shaw. Now, some of you may be thinking, who, Lindsay Shaw? I've never heard that name. Or you may think in the back of your head, wait a second, that sounds familiar. Now, let me tell you, she, interestingly enough, if you are at all of a Nickelodeon fan, so when you're younger, this is kind of appealing to more people my age, I suppose, because they may know them when they're younger, but I don't know, maybe adults have seen it. But you may have heard of a series called Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, in which she plays the character, she plays the character of Jennifer Ann, otherwise known as Mosley. I don't know. I used to watch that when I was younger, and that's quite a little interesting thing to see that she's actually gone up to become a voice actor of all things. It's like, okay, well, obviously not a full voice actor, but she's actor / voice actor, which is quite cool. So, yeah, that's a little nifty fact for you. So, yeah, more you know. If you have any other reasons why you think that people should love Enslaved Odyssey to the West, make sure you leave a comment in the comment description below, and I'll make sure I get straight back to you if I, agree with you on that. But most likely I probably will. I'm loving games which people don't normally like. So, anyhow, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Make sure you slap that like button if you have enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I'm TheLonesomeRavidor, and you guys have been oh so beautiful as per ever. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Bye bye.